think about the mounting tension between Roger and Jack. I continue to look at her, open-mouthed, my subconscious clanks and grunts, struggling to shift to a new train of thought. Lord of the Flies, focus. My mind is silent, my stomach tightening more with each second. Ms. Griffin, sweating slightly from her pretend spear hunt, locks eyes with me from behind her podium at the front of the class. I can see that she is enjoying this. I am the girl who other students don't want in their classes. Brimming with anecdotes and opinions, I am the girl who raises her hand when the teacher asks, "Are there any questions?" I am the student, to the chorus of groans from my peers, who reminds the teacher when she forgot to pick up our homework assignment from the night before. The tense silence continues as I search my brain for anything that's not an atomic symbol. I glance at her, a plea for mercy, but she doesn't flinch. See if I rescue you next time no one is participating in your class discussion, I think moodily. Gradually, my classmates turn around to look at me. They're torn from their bored stupor by the fact that somehow Allison, the girl who was voted most intellectual in the 8th grade yearbook, didn't do the previous night's assigned reading. Well, I think... My eyes dart around the room, looking desperately for assistance. I make eye contact with Greg Sowers, and he just shrugs at me. How did she even see me behind Lauren's hair? I think... Okay, Samuelson High, it's Thursday, and you know what that means. My hesitant mumbling is interrupted by an announcement crackling through the school's intercom system. A peppy female voice echoes against the whitewashed cinderblock walls. Thursdays mean JV football, Bulldogs fans, and tonight we are facing none other than Hamilton High School. A low-toned boo lilts through the hallways. Make sure you come out and support your JV boys tonight at 8 p.m. As always, go Bulldogs! With our last syllables, the bell rings, and the entire class lurches into action. Saved by the intercom, I quickly gather my disarrayed chemistry notes into my binder and dodge through the crowded classroom, launching myself into the hallway to avoid Ms. Griffin. I make a mental note to myself to catch up on Lord of the Flies tonight. After that performance, Ms. Griffin will likely target me again in the future, if only for her own entertainment. Allison, hey! The familiar soprano voice of my best friend Sarah lofts over the chaotic hallway scene. In my rush to escape, I completely forgot to wait for her outside class like I always do. In the strict social hierarchy of Samuelson, many unspoken guidelines govern the student body. One of the most important: never walk anywhere by yourself. In between classes, on the way to lunch, after school in the parking lot, have enough pride to never be seen alone. Sarah is my best friend, of course, but also a convenient built-in walking partner. Dude, Miss Griffin totally called you out. It's like she has some sort of radar or something. She only calls on me when I forget to do the reading, Sarah complains. It's as if she can see the guilt in our eyes. I let out an exasperated breath before she even finishes her sentence. Sarah has been my closest friend since she sat next to me on the first day of summer camp when we were 9. She is pretty in a way that tells you she's been told it her entire life. Her raucous auburn curls and winged eyeliner are the antithesis to my simple blonde bob and light mascara. Her Rolling Stones t-shirt clashes with my pink cardigan and pearls. Okay, first of all, you never do the reading. And second, I didn't forget to do the homework. I cast her a sidelong glance with a slight head shake for good measure, acting more annoyed than I am. I have a chemistry test this afternoon, and I was up all night studying, so I didn't have time to do the assignment. It's called prioritizing. I'll catch up on her reading after this test. All night? Get a grip, girl, Sarah exclaims with concern in her eyes, an edge of judgment in her voice. Since childhood, she has proclaimed it her mission to get me to take the stick out. Life is too short for this. You haven't been to one JV football game this year. False. Hello, I've been with you twice already. You know cross-country practice goes until 7 and the football games start at 8. An hour isn't enough time to get home, shower, change. It's just not worth it. Yeah, I know. And you do the long loop on Thursdays.